Rockstar finally showed the world 26 minutes of GTA 6 on their own terms officially, and I sat there watching it with a very specific feeling. Not surprise, recognition. Because if you've been following this channel, you've already heard most of what Rockstar just confirmed. The characters, the story, the way you play it, the map. We broke all of it down over the last few weeks, from trailers, leaks, patents, and Rockstar's own history. And today, one by one, they made it official. So this isn't a reaction video, this is the receipt. I'm going to walk through everything the extended look confirmed and show you exactly where we already called it. And right at the end, there's one thing Rockstar revealed that we did not see coming. A single new detail that quietly changes the stakes of everything and sets up the finale of this whole series. Let's go through it. We start with the two people this whole thing is about. Rockstar officially confirmed Jason Duval as a drug runner and a former soldier, and they confirmed Lucia Caminos as a fighter, fresh out of prison. Now rewind to our very first video in this series. We told you Jason's military past was going to be a defining trait, the discipline and the damage a soldier carries into a life of crime. And we opened Lucia's whole story on the fact that we meet her behind bars. That prison isn't backstory for her, it's the starting line. Rockstar just said both of those things out loud, on stage, as core character facts. That's not a lucky guess. That's what happens when you read the evidence instead of chasing rumors. And the confirmations only pick up speed from here because they didn't stop at the two leads. Rockstar put names to the people around Jason and Lucia, and two of them stopped me cold because we already devoted real time to both. The first is Raul Bautista, confirmed as an experienced bank robber. The second is Brian Heater, a veteran drug runner working out of the Leonida Keys. If you watched our gangs video, you know exactly who these two are to the story. We called Raul the Dutch van der Linde of this game, the charming planner who recruits talent and keeps raising the stakes until somebody gets killed. And we told you Heater was the man who owns Jason's roof down in the Keys, the soft trap Jason can't just walk away from. Rockstar confirming them as central characters tells you our read on the underworld was pointed in the right direction. Rockstar also dropped a couple of new names we should put on your radar. Drequan Priest, an up-and-comer in the music world who works with a guy called Booby, and a rap duo called Real Dimez, Bay Lux and Roxy. We can't tie them to the main plot yet, so I'm not going to pretend I can, but write those names down. When a studio introduces characters this deliberately, they matter later. And speaking of things we've been saying since day one, Rockstar just made our biggest thesis official. This is the one I care about most. From the very first video in this series, the whole channel has been built on one argument, that GTA 6 is not really a crime game with a couple in it. It's a love story that happens to be soaked in crime, a Bonnie-and-Clyde tragedy. And what did Rockstar put front and center in their official reveal? Exactly that. The doomed couple relationship between Jason and Lucia is the beating heart of the entire pitch. Not a side note, not a gameplay hook, the actual thesis of the game. We were not guessing when we said that. We read it in the trailers, in the pier scene, in the way they framed these two. And now it's the official spine of GTA 6. That's the emotional core locked in. But here's where it stops being about story and starts being about how you actually hold the controller. Rockstar confirmed how the two-protagonist system actually works, and it lines up almost exactly with the leaked character wheel we broke down. You can play as a couple, together. You can split off and go cause chaos on your own as just one of them. And you can switch between them seamlessly, even in the middle of a mission. They even showed the exact scenario we described. A chase where you take the wheel in one moment, then swap to your partner and fire on the cops from the passenger window. That's the leak, confirmed on stage, running in official footage. And think about why this matters beyond the mechanics. We told you the design goal was to keep Jason and Lucia physically tied together, so the gameplay itself carries the relationship. Rockstar just proved that's real. The controller keeps this couple chained to each other, but that system is only the setup for the single biggest thing Rockstar revealed, and it's the thing nobody had confirmed until today. Here it is, the one reveal I did not have, and honestly, nobody did. Rockstar confirmed that choice in GTA 6 goes deeper than in any Grand Theft Auto before it, and that your choices heavily influence the story. And then they said the part that made the whole internet go quiet. That includes choices inside Jason and Lucia's relationship itself. Rockstar's own words were about enabling as much self-expression as possible without losing the essence of the characters. Read that carefully. You are steering the relationship at the center of the whole game, not just the plot around it. Think about what that unlocks. This whole series series, I've been treating Jason and Lucia as a fixed tragedy, a story that ends one way. But if your choices shape how these two treat each other, how much they trust each other, maybe even whether they stay together at all, then the ending isn't written. You write part of it. This is the detail that reframes everything, and it is the reason the finale of this series suddenly has real teeth. But before we get to that, Rockstar closed the loop on the last big thing we covered. Rockstar gave us the clearest look yet at the full state of Leonida, their Florida, and confirmed it as the biggest and most varied world they have ever built. Dense city, islands, wetlands, industrial country, and open wilderness. If you saw our locations video, that list should feel familiar because we walked you through those exact regions and what each one means for these two. The neon city Lucia is climbing toward, the keys where Jason is trapped, the swamp you disappear into. Rockstar just confirmed the shape and the scale of the trap we spent a whole video describing. Seeing it officially, at that scale, only makes the point stronger. Leonida is a pressure cooker built around two people, not a backdrop you drive through, and that gives us everything we need to add up the scoreboard. So let's total it up, because this is the part that actually matters. The characters and their origins, confirmed. The supporting cast we profiled, confirmed. The Bonnie-and-Clyde thesis this whole channel is built on, confirmed as Rockstar's own pitch. The dual-protagonist system from the leaks, confirmed. The map, region for region, confirmed. That is not luck, and I'm not telling you this to take a victory lap. I'm telling you because it's proof the method works. Grounded, evidence-first breakdowns beat rumor farming every single time. When you read the trailers and the leaks and Rockstar's actual history instead of chasing clout, you end up standing exactly where the truth lands. And that same method is what makes the one new reveal so important. Because here's how the bombshell ties the whole series together. In our last two videos, we broke down all these deep systems hiding in the leaks. A world that remembers you, a karma system that judges your cruelty, police that hunt you like actual people. And the obvious question was always, why? Why would Rockstar build a GTA this deep and this reactive? Today's reveal is the answer. All of that machinery exists to serve the choices you make with Jason and Lucia. A world that reacts only matters if your actions carry weight. A relationship you can shape only matters if the world around it responds. The depth and the choice system are two halves of the same idea. Rockstar built a living world so that every decision inside this doomed love story actually lands, which leaves exactly one question standing. Look at how far we've come. We told you who these two are. We mapped the state built to trap them. We named the gangs hunting them. We broke down the systems they'll be played through. And today, Rockstar confirmed nearly all of it, then handed us the last piece, that the ending is not fixed, that your choices shape what happens to Jason and Lucia. So that is the finale of this series. The only question left, the one everything has been building toward. With all of this on the table and the ending now partly in our hands, how does it actually end for Jason and Lucia? That's the last one, and it's the big one. Subscribe so you're there when it drops. And as always, I'll see you on the pier.